Hi, everyone. My name is Lars Langhout. I'm co-founder and CEO at NoPalm Ingredients. Can I see a show of hands? Who of you has ever seen a palm plantation in person? Not that many. Well, for those of you who haven't, imagine driving alongside countless rows of palm trees, perfectly aligned, but no birds, no wildlife, no forest, just monoculture. That's what's left what once was an abundant rainforest to satisfy our world's hunger for palm oil. But here's the paradox. Our world cannot live without. And palm oil in itself is a great product. It's cheap, it's versatile. No wonder it's used in over 50% of products in supermarkets. But today's alternatives do not suffice. Coconut, soy, sunflower, they are more expensive, they perform worse, or they bring their own environmental damage. And our customers, the largest food and cosmetics companies globally, are facing three major challenges. First of all, they see that the average price of palm oil is rising. And at the same time, volatility increases. On top of that, there is an additional compliance cost, so their overall cost is expected to increase by 50% in 2030. And at the same time, with geopolitical unrest and two countries basically controlling the majority of today's supply, they are looking for reducing their supply chain risk. And also, consumers are getting increasingly uncomfortable with palm oil. In Europe alone, 40% of consumers are rejecting it altogether. And that's why our customers are urgently looking for real, scalable alternatives. And that's what we've built at NoPalm Ingredients. We produce real palm oil, the same functionality and the same performance, made with yeast and not trees. And by our setup of technology, we're solving their problems. Our design is based to reach price parity, solving their cost issue. Our business model is decentralized production through co-location, solving their supply chain risk. And our technology reduces carbon emissions by 90% and land use by 99%, solving their reputational risk. So let me explain how we're doing it. Our technology turns low-value food industry side streams into high-value specialty fats using industrial fermentation. Nothing exotic, but engineered for cost and speed. And let's take potato peels as an example input. We ferment those in stainless steel bioreactors that are huge. We ferment those with our proprietary yeast for about 48 hours. After that, we dry it, and then we break open those yeast cells to extract the oil. And that oil is very pure. It's odorless, it's colorless, it's tasteless, exactly like our customers like it. And all of that is built on three pillars. Low-cost design, with minimal pre-processing of our feedstock, with optimized fermentation kinetics lowering energy use, and using low capex fermentation equipment, we are 10 times as cheap as our precision fermentation-based peers. We've also built this on off-the-shelf equipment. We use standardized equipment from reliable suppliers, no custom hardware, no novel unit operations. This is all developed to deploy fast and minimize risk while scaling at multiple locations. And thirdly, our platform is patent protected. The cornerstone IP combines both the use of those side streams and that low capex fermentation setup. And as a protected technology, we have freedom to operate globally. And our business model is pretty simple. But instead of taking the waste to our factories, we're taking the factories to the waste. And that means is that we co-locate with our suppliers. And we basically set up every factory in an SPV, a special purpose vehicles. And that means is that we ensure long-term supply contracts with those suppliers, including site access. We provide the technology, and we facilitated market access through offtake agreements with those customers. And that allows us to take out yearly licensing fees. And for investors, this is incredibly important because we don't finance the SPVs through our topco. We finance it separately. And that means fewer funding rounds, less dilution, higher multiple. So why do all these companies want to work with us? What's in it for them? Well, in case of our suppliers, they're dealing with those side streams. And we can eliminate all transport costs altogether and basically reduce their OPEX because they don't have to condense the volume anymore to make it ready for transport. We also benefit by sharing utilities at these factories, using their steam, their water, their energy, and that reduces CapEx and OPEX of the SPV. And for our customers, we're solving basically their supply chain risk because we can produce the fats and oils in Europe, in the US, wherever you need it. And all of those parties gain a sustainability upgrade. And our suppliers are making more money with the side stream valorization, how we're doing it. In the past year, we've moved from validation to real business. We've achieved productivity levels that at commercial scale will deliver an EBITDA margin of 50%. And we're the first and only company to scale this to industrial scale at 120 cubic meters. But there's more. We've signed a first co-location agreement with Milkobel, Belgium's largest dairy cooperative, and we already signed an offtake with a large and leading spreads and margarines business. Our team combines deep biotech expertise with real-world industrial execution. Our people have scaled technologies from lab all the way to factory for a living. And the proof is in the pudding. In just 3.5 years and only 6 million euros in funding, we've achieved all of this. So that means is that you can trust us to deliver. To take this vision into reality, we're now raising 17 million on top of 10 million non-dilutive funding. And the majority of those funds will go to realizing a demonstration factory. That demonstration factory is still big and is needed to prove the unit economics to the financiers of those SPVs. And it's also intended to deliver those commercial volumes of those offtake agreements. About 20% of the funding is going to be used to build a solid pipeline of SPVs, connecting more feedstock suppliers as we go. And the remainder of the funds will be allocated to accelerated process optimization and expansion of our products, turning into harder fats at higher price points. We're turning a project idea into reality, a biotech breakthrough in a bankable, scalable model. The palm oil industry is one of the largest and most entrenched supply chains out there. At NoPalm Ingredients, we're not replacing palm oil. We're not. We're reimagining how oils and fats are made. So if you want to be part of a next generation of sustainable ingredients, and you want to do business while doing good, then come and talk to us, and let's work together. Thank you very much.